Hey guys, my name is Reverend Phoenix and this is Drawing the Human Figure from Your Mind, lesson 166. Okay, so now we have muscle 1, 2, 3 is hidden, 4 and 5. Right? So it's 1, 2, 3 is hidden, 4 and 5, and 3 is right in here in the middle. So he's a muscle in there too, just remember that. So that'll come in handy. So when we put on the top muscles here, it's really just going to be these two muscles coming about. And just know that where these guys are connecting, right? So he's connecting here up close here, and then this connects like above the middle and below the middle. Okay, and then this ratio here, he connects here, he connects here. So keep an eye on these ratios. That's what's going to help us put this together. Okay. So now we're going to look at muscle number 6. So what we can do for this is we're going to look at 6 and 7. Okay, so basically what happens here at the knee joint, right? You're going to get a ligament that's going to go down over here, and it's covered over here like this. Okay, and you're going to get a ligament over here, and it's going to be a very short ligament, but then you're going to have a muscle that's going to be close to him, right? And he is pretty much just going to be coming from the side over here. So he's going to be like this, going about his business. Okay, he's going to come up and he's going to attach here to this area of the femur. Okay, so now if we draw him, we're going to have to erase this stuff here so we can see. Okay, so here we'll erase this stuff over here, and this is going to be that superficial muscle that we're going to be able to see on the leg here. Okay, so he goes from here and he's going to attach over here like so. Okay, so he's that round muscle that we know about on the human figure, and he's attaching here to that humerus bone. I'm sorry, the femur. It's going to be like this. He's attaching like this, and that's right over here. Okay, and we know about this muscle. We see this on the leg on a lot of drawings here of the human figure. So the thing to note about him as to how close he is to the knee joint. Okay, that's what's important to understand about him, and that he can bulge out a little bit over here, right? And then this muscle that was on the side, he's going to obviously go like this a little bit. So let's understand what happens to him from the inner side here. So basically what's happening to him is, because he's connected to that femur, right? So the femur is going in like this, and we've got these muscles here. So basically he's just going to be coming over here. Remember, the tendons go up from here, from that knee here. So he's going to be connected from here, like so. He's going to bulge out. He's going to go and connect on the humerus bone over there. Okay, so there's going to be another muscle that's going to come on top that's going to give us that angle. So that's what happens to him. So he's like coming inside here. See, he's butted up against this guy here, like so. So if he's butted up against him, it means that, okay, well, from the side here that we drew this muscle, right, we should be able to also see this muscle that we drew, the second muscle. He's going to go around him a little bit, right? It's really just understanding this in 3D. Once you put on the surface anatomy, you'll at least know what we're drawing here, right? That's what's important. So the bulge is over here, right? It goes in over here, then it bulges out, and it goes in, and of course it bulges out again. And really, that's what's happening in the inside. It's going to curve against this muscle here because it's attached to the humerus, and he's not coming up here. The humerus, the femur, is over here, and he's coming in like this. Okay, so he's here, and he's very close to that knee joint. Okay, so now let's look at muscle number 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3 is hidden, 4 and 5, this is 6. Okay, now let's look at muscle number 7, and muscle number 7 is going to be attaching here to the femur, and this is the muscle that defines the outer edge of the leg. And the way he's going to be attached is that this muscle, see, this tendon is going to come out over here like so, and it's going to come out like where this bone is, and then he will start becoming a muscle. And this is going to be a good understanding here that we're making here. So here's that side of the leg, and it's going to go like so. And he's going to be just like that. Okay, so they're like butted up against each other over here. Okay, so let's clean this up and let's understand what we just did here. So this muscle is below here, right, where that knee is. Okay, and then this guy here, he becomes a muscle over here. So, and then this is the tendon. So meaning that the muscle is over here, because in surface anatomy, you're going to understand how to do this. It's going to be like this, then there's going to be a muscle over here, right? So you'll get that shape here. So what happens to him on the side? Now we can understand the side view here, the outer rim, the outer view of the leg. So basically what's happening to this muscle is that he's going to be connecting like this, okay? And because he connects to the knee over here, right? So we know that that ligament is going to be about here, and he's going to bulge out over here. So from the side, he connects over here, and he has to fall down. So he's going to be like this, okay? And then he bulges out like this, because remember, he's turning, right, on top of this. So he's going to bulge out on top of the humerus, and he's going to come down here. It's like this. We can now erase, I'm sorry, the femur. I keep mixing up the humor and the femur. Sorry about that. So he attaches like this on the femur. Just like this. So that's what happens to him. So now what we'll do is we'll begin to now understand. Okay, so you can like bulge them out more. The other muscles that are now going to come into play, and this muscle is now going to, the other muscle that we're going to look at, he's going to be overlapping, and we'll start to understand this curve of the leg here as to where it gets it from, and the muscle is going to be attaching from here. Okay. So here where that muscle number 5 was, which we looked at over here, right? So I mean, it's kind of going to be dark here, but you can't really see him. So he's just going to be connecting from here to here, right? So we'll just leave that the way it is, just to give you a good understanding of this. Okay, so obviously from the inside, we're not going to be able to see anything except that big muscle that's going to go on top. Okay, so what happens to that muscle we just drew, those two muscles, 6 and 7, so we'll be able to see muscle number 6 over here, okay, because he's going like this, so you can understand where you get that this nudge over here. Okay, and then you'll also be able to see that other muscle, which is, so this muscle is going here, and this muscle is going to go from here. It's going to bulge out pretty much just like this. okay, because he's kind of on the side too, right? And then he goes, so the knee joint is over here, he's going like this. It's going to be over here. So when we start putting on more muscles, we'll begin to understand, because when the buttocks muscles come, there's going to be something on top of over here, and all of this stuff will be covered, but understand that that's where that angle is coming from the outside, obviously. Okay, so now we have we have muscles 1, 2, 3 is hidden, 4, 5, then we have 6 and 7. Okay, 6 and 7. Okay, so next we'll move on to the next muscles. So I hope you join me for that. Thanks.